Tottenham Spurs have been up and down to start the season, as they currently sit in 8th place in the Premier League. Under Nuno Espirito Santo, this team has looked unmotivated and it seems that they do not buy into his playstyle. Spurs so far have only scored 9 goals and have allowed 16 in their 10 Premier League matches. They also only have 4 points from 3 matches in the Conference League as well, where they should be dominating. This has led to the sacking of Nuno the morning of November 1st, with it seeming very likely that Antonio Conte will be the replacement. So here is how Antonio Conte will fix Tottenham. Firstly, Antonio Conte would fix the tactics of Spurs and make them more defensively sound, and making them very hard to score against, which is the biggest issue so far. Conte would use his 3-5-2 with Spurs, as this would give them the most defensive stability. For his team, he would have Lloris in goal with Christian Romero, Eric Dyer, and Japhet Tanganga in defense, with Sergio Reguilon and Emerson Royale as the wingbacks. He would play Højbjerg in the 6, Lo Celso and Ndabele in the 2-8s, and his 2 forwards would be Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. He could also switch to a 3-4-1-2 and instead move Skip to the 6 next to Højbjerg and play Lucas Moura in the 10. However, I think the 3-5-2 would be the best setup for the Spurs side. For his side, he will want the team in possession to slowly build up through quick passes. He wants his midfielders to find space and look to play off of each other. These midfielders will interplay with their wingbacks as they push up the pitch. The wingbacks will be able to push up with the midfield as they progress the ball more and more forward. When they get to the opposition half, the team will look more like a 3-1-4-2. The team will constantly look to find their wingbacks to be the main creators of the side. He will want them to fly up and down the wings as they constantly look to play balls back into the box into Heung-min Son and Harry Kane to head in. When opposition teams focus on the wingbacks, the team will look to play through the lines with their 2 8s and 2 9s. When opposition spread out in the back, they will look to play the ball back inside and look for Harry Kane to play it to him. From there, he will look to play balls to Son, who should be making runs off of Kane. This should lead to many goals for Heung-min Son and many assists for Harry Kane. If they lose possession in the opposing half, Conte has his teams run right back to their main positions. This is what makes his team so hard to break down, as his team is hard to counter against. When they run back into their shape and control the opposition, Conte wants his team to apply a press. Kane and Son will occupy the 2 center backs as they will find it hard to play long balls from defense. It will force the opposition to play slow and have them build up from midfield. If the opposition gets the ball to the midfield, Conte's midfield will press them, causing them to make mistakes, and Son and Kane will block passes back to the center halves. If they go out to their wings, Son and Kane will continue to block passes back to the center halves as the wingbacks fly forward to apply a press on them. From these pressures, Spurs will look to counter very quickly, leading to many counter-attacking goals. When opposition do get far into Conte's own half, Spurs will try to remain tight, allowing for opposition to go wide to try to play crosses in, where Spurs will win the majority of them. From there, Son and Kane will remain stationed on the opposition's defense as they can break quickly from their 2-9. This will give Spurs more attacking opportunities while making Spurs much harder to break down defensively. The main component that Conte will bring to Spurs is his man management. He will not deal with players that have no motivation to play for his side. Kane looks like he lost all care for playing for Spurs, so Conte will motivate him into playing at his best. This could make Spurs very dangerous as Kane is very talented. He will also help the rest of the squad as he knows how to make his squad better. This is why one of his best attributes is man management. With a newly motivated Spurs squad that has great tactics, they'll be very hard to beat and could be a dark horse for the top 4 and even the Premier League title.